studentaid-gov, student aid. The argument we reached was all about what comes next, but we had an agreement. We reached an agreement over the weekend. The argument we reached. Good one. I joined with Minority Leader Jeffries. Studentaid-gov, studentaid.gov/save. It wasn't for me to do anything. If he wanted to talk to me, I was available. I'm available to whomever wants to talk to me.
Wow.
But they had no problem with the Paycheck Protection Program. Remember that? The PPP program during the last several years, which was designed to help business owners who lost money, which was legitimate, because of the pandemic. Members of Congress got over hundreds of thousands of dollars because their businesses lost money. That wasn't it was a worthy program. Let's be clear. Some of the same elected Republicans or members of Congress who were strongly opposed to giving relief to students got hundreds of thousands of dollars in relief for themselves to keep their businesses open.
Oh, right.
Whether or not that they're asking, what's your advice to the next House Speaker?
That's above my pay grade.
Thank you, sir.
You liar!
Answer one question on the border wall. The border wall, the money was appropriated for the border wall. I tried to get them to reappropriate, to redirect that money. They didn't. They wouldn't. And in the meantime, there's nothing under the law other than they have to use the money for what it was appropriated. I can't stop that.
Do you believe the border wall works?
No. Okay, thank you.
Wow.
And also our continued enhancement of stability in the Indo-Pacific in that whole area.
What? Why? Why?
Stability in the which will only add to the deficit. When I was able to cut the federal debt by $1.7 trillion over that first 2 years, well, remember what we were talking about. Those 50 corporations that made $40 billion weren't paying a penny in taxes. Well, guess what? We made them pay 30%, 15% in taxes, 15%. I think they know they're better off financially than they were before. It's a fact. And all that data, all that polling stuff shows they think they're more positive about the economy than they've been, more positive about their jobs, etc.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think my brain just committed suicide.
Before the pandemic, supply chains was a phrase most people didn't even associate with, didn't think much about. And but today, after a few delays in availability of parts and products everyone has known about, they know why it's so important.
President, you started your remarks here today by saying it was good news today with the economic report. Why do you think most people still don't feel positive or feel good news about the economy?
Well, first of all, you just heard the news today, too. They haven't heard it. I think the people, those 300,000+ people who got jobs, feel better about the economy. Look, I gotta choose my words here. You all are not the happiest people in the world.
Yeah, they launched. Oh, dear me.
What's your report? And I mean it sincerely. It gets you get more legs when you're reporting something that's negative. I don't mean you're picking on me, or I'm just the nature of things. You turn on the television, and there's not a whole lot about boy saves dog as he swims in the lake, to say, it's about, somebody pushed the dog in the lake.
Really?
I mean, I get it, but if you just listen to what's going on around the world.
I'm out of here.